You were doing the intro or me?
We can just start it off right now. I don't care. This is episode 7. Welcome to Zero Credentials. This is your co-host Dots with my boy, a six head.
Hey.
Hey. All right. So we got some few topics over here today. We're kind of interested to talk about. The first topic, Will and Jada Smith. We got ourselves in an entanglement. I guess that could be
Yeah. So this was what I guess last week's news, but we're talking about it this week.
correct. Yeah, we just needed more
Um,
information on it. We don't want to kind of jump the bandwagon too fast. Although it's been a week, so it's still kind of, we're still jumping on the bandwagon.
and plus it's zero credentials, so we could jump on any bandwagon we want.
Correct.
Anyways.
There you go. There you go.
So I think we mentioned it in the not the previous podcast, but the one
A
before
little
when
bit.
the
I think we
original
did
one came out.
speak about it a little bit, just
Yeah.
briefly, but not as much. But we have more info now because I think they went onto that little what's that thing called?
I think they call it Red Table Talk. Is
Red
like a
table. There
Facebook
you go.
show.
The little
Yeah.
video. So they actually went ahead and kind of had a one-on-one with each other, talked about it. So far, based on that red table, it looks like apparently they're good. They're on good terms, but a lot of people have been speculating and making memes about, especially Will, my poor guy.
Yeah, because I felt bad for the poor guy. Like basically, you just had to sit down and just watch, your
Correct.
wife talk about, sleeping with another man. I don't know which
Oh
man in
man.
their right mind would like, deal with that
Entanglements.
properly.
Hey, hey, hey. It was an entanglement, all right? Let's get this shit clear. It wasn't cheating. It was an entanglement. It was a self what is it called? Uh,
I don't know, but the worst thing about that was the last part in the episode I think it was where they're
yeah.
like, "We ride together, we die together, bad marriage for
Bad
life."
marriage
Like,
for
get the fuck
life.
out of here.
I
I'm not
mean, yeah.
condoning it by any means, but like,
Correct, yeah.
whatever happens, happen. But
Bro,
like,
there's
don't
so many
endorse it.
memes made on this guy. Like, the memes
I know.
of both them and Jada. I remember watching one TikTok video where the guy said, "Yo, do you have a gum?" I don't know if I sent it to you.
No, 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 no. What was it? You had a gun? What I mean?
Yeah, yeah, the guy is like, "Yo, can I have gum?" He gives him the gum and he's like, "Yo, what kind of gum is this?" He's like, "Entangled mints." Or what flavor is it? And he's like, "Entangled mints."
Entanglement. Oh, I see.
Mint,
There's
like mint, yeah. So
yeah,
that shit
yeah,
had me
yeah.
dying. It's so funny too. But
Oh
yeah, yeah, a lot
my.
of people are hyping up. To be honest with you, I mean, we're doing it right now. We're already kind of in the shit, but I don't
Hmm.
know. I don't like talking about other people's relationships, although like, we give relationship advice, so it's so fucking weird.
True. That's so ironic, though.
But
Yeah.
especially with this one, to be honest, a lot of people were saying that maybe it shouldn't have been taken,
Of
what's it
course, I
called?
100% agree. Like, you can't put that up.
Mainstream. Hmm.
Yeah, you can't put that video up and watch it just to make sure it's good and put it to the public, not to expect like,
Exactly,
negative feedback.
exactly, yeah. Especially with public, like, it's none of our business to begin with, but a lot of people just speculate based on your tone, based on your body language, like the way Will was sitting and the way he was talking, and even like
And
his
his eyes
eyes.
were red.
There you go. See what I mean? So, people like to speculate. They just like to play fucking cop or investigator or whatever it's called, and that's something that I don't like a lot. But I guess it is what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I mean, it
let's.
is what it is.
Yeah.
The only thing I could probably say is that end of the day, it's their relationship. So if he's comfortable with
Correct.
what
Yeah.
she has done, that's just their business. It's just I guess
Let's
they had to publicly say something because it was
to
speculations
let
prior
people
to that.
know. Correct. Yeah. I think
Mhm.
it's meant for audience, because again, if it wasn't for that, and especially if they move on to other people, then people are
Mhm.
going to ask more questions, and just going to get annoying from there. Why are you with this person? Why are you with that person? What happened to the marriage?
Exactly.
And then so on and so forth. But let's talk about the topic itself. I think we're making a lot of speculations, but the whole
Mhm.
story of it, what happened with them, do you know?
So I guess to reiterate was
Yeah.
there's a guy called August Alsina or Estina,
August
whatever the
Alsina,
fuck it is.
yeah, yeah.
Alsina, yeah. So he was having issues, I guess, mental issues,
I
and
heard about that, yeah. I seen this
he for
picture.
some correct, yeah. So for some reason, or one thing led to another, and he ended up meeting Jada, which is Will's wife,
Correct, yeah. I
and
think, if I can
mhm.
cut you off right there, that he was introduced by his son, by Jaden, I
I
think.
think it was like Willow Smith or whatever the fuck the name is, or
Jaden, I think, if I remember
Jaden Smith,
correctly, that
yeah.
he introduced the guy to the family, and obviously,
Wow,
yeah, yeah,
the plot thickens.
the plot thickens. Well, the plot, I mean, we already know what happens. We're right in the
Mhm.
middle of it, but we're at the climax,
So yeah, so and
if I
wow.
could say.
So to fast forward a bit, the
That's my
son
immature
introduced
side,
them
yeah.
to the wife,
Hmm.
and
Tempted the wife,
oh,
or yeah, whatever. I guess she
and I think
mentioned
this
that it was like what she say? It
This
was
was actually 4 years ago. So when they, I guess Will and Jada actually was on a break or split or whatever the
correct,
fuck
yeah.
it was,
I think
and
that's one of the memes. Sorry again to cut you off. I know that's a
no,
common thing with me, but I think what they were saying that was actually a break basically,
oh,
just
they
to
were in a
kind of
break, like a
self-reflect and
Ross and
everything.
Rachel.
Exactly, exactly. But apparently, I think they were on a break. I think that's what they mentioned, but
I
that's
think they
what
were
I didn't.
actually on a break. From that's I guess the common understanding with everyone from what we get to
Exactly,
realize they were on a
exactly.
break. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
oh, no,
not
for real.
that bad as to how people perceive it.
No, 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 no,
Um,
no. Because correct, they were on a break, but I also remember watching that red table that
mhm.
even Will had to go ahead and send entanglement in that specific tone that
Yeah,
he was
true.
also
Yeah.
confused about the whole situation.
Well, I
So
don't think he was confused. He wanted her to be very transparent to everyone that it wasn't an
correct, yeah, yeah,
entanglement. She
yeah,
was like
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
cheating, right?
And
So
she
he was like
just
trying to call her out.
bobbed and weaved those bullets, fam. She just,
And she was like so dodgy with it. But I think what
correct,
happened is
yeah.
because she got the short end of the stick in terms of like people giving her shit, because the August Alsina guy, whatever the
Yeah,
fuck his name is,
yeah.
he had like mental issues as to what I'm saying.
Correct,
So
yeah, yeah.
he went to her to like
Hmm.
confide in her to get like to have somebody like listen him out. So I kind of
Correct,
get that.
exactly, yeah,
And she ended up, well, not she, I don't know the story,
yeah.
but they ended up having sex, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, you don't have to be that fucking specific about it, I
Hmm.
mean, it is what it is, but
True.
like, yeah, for 4 years
No, but
though, I think
what
the
I'm trying to get at
relationship.
is the argument is really against her in terms of she took advantage of him. That's what a lot of people are
Oh, I
saying.
see what you mean, but it's actually the other way
So
around, you're saying? But we
yeah,
don't know
so
that
well, no,
full
no, no, it's not all the way
information
around.
though. I
Bec-
think
hmm
she actually accepted it, so she's not saying that it was him or even
hmm
her, that it was more mutual from on both sides. So I think again, it's in both
Well, I
parties, not
mean,
just
they're going to say it now, but the talk on Twitter or Reddit or wherever you get your
yeah.
sources from is basically,
That's what they're saying, yeah.
she
Okay, I see.
exactly. So and they're even flip it around and say, hey, what happens if the tables were reversed, where it was an older guy and a younger girl? I
Oh,
mean, it
geez,
would
yeah,
look horrible.
that's so true, yeah. I don't want to
So
get
I
into
mean,
that either. That's a
no, no, for sure
way.
not. No, for sure. I mean, they're both off legal ages because I think this dude is what 24 years old and she's
Mm,
40 something.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not like anything crazy like that. But it's just the fact that she's older, he was younger, and it was like a mental thing where he came to her to confide in her, and they ended up being doing the dirty.
Yeah, yeah. But that's basically it. Yeah.
Hmm
What was I gonna say? Jesus, I fucking lost my train of thought. Hold on.
I guess what do you think though?
Yep.
End of the day, I don't think what they did was that horrible. It's just that because they're public figures as to why it blown up like that, and I
Correct.
guess
Yeah.
Jada and Will were really still married legally,
I think
so
that's
that's
also
why.
where the confusion is coming from. Because again, as for Will's reaction to it, because he didn't
Mhm.
know this was how. Well, I think he didn't know. But
I guess that's probably something that's omitted because we don't know if he was aware of it or not. But more than likely, he was doing his own shit as well. It's just that he
I
wasn't
wanted to actually
publicized.
talk about that. Yeah, because apparently I've heard a lot of things about him and what's the other chick from fucking
Suicide Squad,
Suicide Squad.
Margaret Robbie or whatever her fucking
Yeah,
name
Margot
is.
Robbie. There you go. So,
Hmm
that's what a lot of people were speculating as well. But
Yeah,
again,
that girl is kind of hot
there's
though.
she is or not that hot.
No, she is. She is.
She is.
She looks
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
sweetheart.
definitely.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. But I was saying
Yeah.
that, I mean, if that was the case, then why isn't that in the news, right? Because if that's the case, then that's just basically eye for an eye. It's one for one. Then there's no issues. Because if they did mention that it's an open relationship, or if that's even correct, and if they're
Yeah.
done, then that wouldn't make any sense for us to even be in this news. Because again, it was their choices. He did what he wanted
I
to,
think
and
you're
she did
right.
what they wanted to.
Yeah, I think you're right because I think the reason why this is more hyped up is because she
Hmm.
used the word entanglement. That's exactly what it is because she
Yeah.
wasn't like she was beating around the bush basically. That's what I think
Correct.
people
Correct.
were
Yeah.
giving her shit
Yeah.
for.
That's the business type of talk.
Exactly.
That's the business type
That's
of
a corporate
talk.
talk.
Correct, exactly. I was thinking that this the whole time, like, yo, it's we know exactly what it is. She knows exactly what it is. He knows, but like the way she's saying it is that, it's very, very
And her fucking
around
hand
beating
gestures
around the
as
bush
well.
type of shit.
Exactly. Her hand gestures was like a spider web, it's like entanglement. Like, shut the fuck up, you're cheating.
It was what did she say? She mentioned one specific word where she's like it was a wisdom type of or a journey or something, I don't know, to like a healing process. I think that's what she said.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A healing
So
process. But that's basically on Will and Jada. I mean, I don't know. We
yeah, for
haven't
sure.
got the news for Will. I don't know if he actually did anything, obviously, but so far
I
it
guarantee
looks
they're not going
like
to say anything else about
no, I
it
don't think
because
so.
of how this blew back in their faces.
Correct, yeah. But they're, I mean, I think they're just gonna handle it by themselves. It just sucks for the kids. I have no idea what they're going through. If they go through
You know what's
anything,
funny?
obviously. Yeah,
You know what's funny about it as well? Like,
yeah.
end of the day, these guys are like grown up people. Like, I don't really think they do care. It's funny
True,
to
true,
us,
true.
and I'm pretty sure it's going to be funny to them,
It's
and they're going to
way
move
too
on.
much content for us, to be honest with you. I think that's a lot of things. A lot of people are also speculating that they're just doing this for content. But again, it's
Hmm.
real reality type of it's real life. They're dealing with this shit, so it's mentally obviously damaging them. But
Hmm.
a lot of us, a lot of no-lifers definitely are talking about it
Just
and
like us, yeah, you're
speculating.
right. People like
Just
us
like us, yeah,
hyping
we're
it up.
talking about it, speculating, and in this case, we're using
Thanks for calling
it.
me a no life, but whatever.
I call myself a no-life too. What the?
Yeah, do that on your own, not me though.
Speak for yourself, eh? I shot myself in the toe and then I shot you. Okay.
Oh man. All right, what else do you want to talk about?
That's on the Will and Jada topic. Any final comments on that, by the way? Anything that you want to say? I don't know. We spoke a lot
Um,
about like open relationships and shit, but I don't know. I think it wasn't for us. I believe we were not of that category.
yeah, it's not for me for sure, but like
Yeah,
if
yeah.
everyone is under the same common agreement, like I don't have a
hmm
problem with it, right?
I mean, I think ultimately it's just as friends. You can't. I mean, if they're gonna be married and then have an open relationship, that's up to
Hmm.
them. But I don't
And
know.
plus, they're transparent about it, so like I don't think it's a big deal.
Which
And they're
is, I
yeah,
mean, it
and they've
is a
been
big
married. They've
deal
been
if
together for like
if
20 years, right? So
correct, yeah.
like they could do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Damn, okay. So I guess the next level of relationship or wisdom is open relationship or entanglements. Let's call it
Yeah, that's the
that.
next level. After marriage is entanglement.
If you haven't done open relationships, you're not living in the 21st century. There you go. That's the new thing. Okay, we could talk about. I guess that's a little bit on Will and Jada. We can come back to it obviously if there's more news, but let's talk about some serious topics here. Let's put our serious glasses on. Talk about the TikTok ban and what's going on with that. So TikTok, it's an app that I have. I'm pretty sure you have it as well. We get a lot of content from it. There's a lot of people just on the app and a lot of people providing us with content.
Yeah.
Um,
To be honest, I don't really have much information about it. I just know that there
Zero
is,
credits. There you go, zero
of course,
credit.
zero credentials. There's going to be, or they're looking to put a ban on it in the States. I'm not sure what
hmm
Canada is yet,
So
but
just
so
yeah,
mhm.
based on
I
my
was going to say,
information,
go ahead, yeah, go
I
ahead.
mean like I am also gonna have to beat around the bush because I don't know about the whole law enforcement and shit in this case.
Hmm.
I don't know what I can talk about and what I can't. So it's just
No,
gonna
talk about
be a
whatever
little
the fuck we
bit
want. It's our
be
shit.
a little
We can.
bit, sensitive and kind of worried about everything. But again, it's a Chinese app, right? So TikTok and also Huawei. Huawei is the other one, which is kind of also related, which we were having a lot of issues
All
with
right, so
within Canada. Go ahead.
correct. So we're gonna scratch that. It's not a Chinese app. It's an app made by Chinese
Oh,
developers.
okay, okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh, whoops. I mean, you can keep it in if you want to. I don't mind, to be honest with
No, no,
you.
no. We're gonna take that up for sure.
It is an app.
we're, we're gonna get comments and like negative
Oh,
shit.
it is an app made by a Chinese company. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's an app made by the Chinese developers. I think the owner of the company is called ByteDance, or that's the parent company, I should say.
BitDance, yeah, or ByteDance, whatever it was called, yeah.
Hmm.
But obviously, the speculation right now is that, it's being used to kind of monitor everyone around, to kind of get
Yeah,
information.
so that's the thing, because when I read on it, right, so
Yeah,
they, like everything, they have like a terms and condition when you download an app or you register,
correct.
put your
Yeah,
name in.
yeah.
They basically collect like your information, such as your registration information, your age, username, and
To
password, or
be
whatever,
honest with you,
and share it
like,
with someone else.
yeah. I mean, kind of drifting off to conspiracies.
Hmm.
As this is probably not a conspiracy, this is probably a fact, but again, it could be something that leads to that.
Hmm.
Um, I used to always think that, you know what, because I have a phone, right? The phone itself can be tracked even with a camera and whatever, especially with all
Hmm.
the information that we got from, what was his name? Snowden? Edward Snowden?
Who? Sorry, I was
You
gonna
don't know
say who
who
the fuck is
Edward
that? But who's
Snowden
that?
is? My
No,
God, you've been living under a rock. Okay, so Edward, I can't even say his name properly. Edward
Edward
Snowden.
Snowden.
Snowden, yeah. He was a whistleblower. He worked in the what did he work in? Not the CIA. What's the other one? Hold on. Let me just do
American
a
whistleblower. I'm
quick
looking at it
research.
right now.
It's been a while. It's been
Uh,
a while. Give me a second.
NSA. Oh, CIA.
There you go. There you go. No, no. NSA. There you go.
NSA. Okay. It
So
said both. I don't know what the
NSA
difference
is
was.
basically kind of, I guess you can call them the big eye.
Mhm.
That's basically my interpretation of it. That's my
Mhm.
summary, so I guess don't quote me on that. But
Mhm.
they were the ones who were like I guess tracking everyone's phones and they on under the guise of if we ever potentially face another type of situation like 9/11 or like a threat situation that's extreme. So
Mhm.
they would use their systems to go ahead and track it to their phones because again it's pretty easy. We have the system. We're connected via internet, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, whatever data. So it's it's easy for them to go ahead and kind of get into the phone and kind of snoop.
Yeah.
And the reasoning behind it was again because if obviously we have fundamentalist or crazy people that might do stupid shit, then we can go ahead and stop it before it happens. But
Mhm.
apparently it was being used for more than that. So Edward Snowden was the whistleblower who blew the whistle, and in this case we got all that information, putting NSA under the radar of everyone. So what I was going to say is coming back to this, we have phones. We have
Mhm.
speakers in the phones, we have cameras in the phones. So obviously they can listen to into they can listen into us, and also they can view us based off the camera. But I mean, as for TikTok and Huawei and the Chinese government, if they're ever looking for that information, I don't think
Mhm.
we're affected. Me or you or anyone like just
Yeah, the
basic.
average person.
The
Yeah.
average
That's what I was
person.
going to ask you as well, but go ahead.
I said basic. I'm just dissing everyone today.
The
The
disrespect,
average
man.
person, yeah. So I don't think we got any information. I don't think it affects us anyway, unless if we're talking about like global domination, then that's just I don't know. That's a whole different topic. But typically they're looking for like anything government related or anything that's important, not just guys fucking I don't know what they're doing, but you know what you're
I was
doing,
gonna
fam.
thought,
You know
thought you
what
were
you're
gonna say
doing.
guys fucking their dogs. I was like, where are you going with this?
Not dogs, guys. But that's my thought process into this. So TikTok is there.
So
I still have it on my phone. I think the U.S. made a comment. I think Trump made a comment that we should delete
mhm.
TikTok, or rather they're banning it in their like.
I think they banned it in the army for the army vets.
Correct.
That's
There
what
you
I
go. That's
read.
what I heard as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think also in India, I was going to say the country or the continent, India,
Hmm.
they actually did ban it as well, or they're planning to ban it.
Country. Yeah.
For the same reason that you mentioned that they're collecting information and they're using it for the
For
better good.
sure,
But
and
like,
and in this case, regardless of what it is, even for the average user, breach of privacy is something that is a problem, right? So we shouldn't do that
yeah,
to
it's
begin with.
unethical. I guess that's what the thing is. It's very unethical to begin with. But like, to be honest, okay, let me ask you a question. Do you
Hmm.
think this is true? Do you think they're actually using our information for something else?
I mean, to be honest with you, they had a lot of issues with even Huawei
No, no, I know
early
that. So the
2019 or
Huawei thing
2020, I
is
think.
correct.
But
The
I
Huawei thing is, I
think,
guess, is a bit
yeah,
different because, well, it follows on the same, branch because
correct.
it is from the same
Yo, I
government
mean,
in
if the
China.
governments are banning it, I'm pretty sure they're doing something. So they have found some sort of way to kind of backtrack and kind of
Hmm.
trace the application and see what exactly it's doing. And they
It's
may have
collecting.
actually figured
Yeah.
out that it is, supplying and whatever information to people, and that's why now governments are banning it. Not just the U.S., but even India, and in this case, other people, other places as well, especially Canada. But apparently Canada hasn't got into banning them just yet. But again, I kind of feel like yes, to answer that question, definitely they
Hmm.
do something. They're doing something
Well,
sketchy. We live in the electronic age, so a lot of warfare has gone through electronics. So that's basically that's their war.
and I was going to say as well, like, yes, maybe they're using TikTok to like collect information, but like, what is not collecting information nowadays? Like everything that we do on the computer, everything that we do on
Hmm.
Instagram, Twitter,
Well, again,
whatever we
again,
do.
for us, there's no issue with it for the average person. I remember seeing I remember seeing a picture of Mark Zuckerberg with his laptop and his
Hmm.
camera. There was
Yeah, his
a
camera was covered, right?
his camera was covered, his
It's-
mic was covered.
exactly. So I mean, if
Yo,
he knows what the fuck's going on with Facebook,
I
imagine
didn't
what.
believe in that shit to be honest with you. I'm like, yo, this shit ain't real at all. But as soon as as I saw that, the first thing I did was I put fucking tape on my camera and my mic,
Wow,
even though I
it's
have a
funny you
cell
say that
phone.
because, like, as you said, like every time I see somebody with camera, like where I work, I have to repair like
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah,
Every time
yeah.
I see somebody with a like a tape or something that covers their phone or
Correct.
their computer, I
Yeah.
just like, yo, what the fuck are you? Are you
I
like
had the
CIA? Like, who are
same
you?
exact mindset, to be honest with you, 100%. Same mindset, but I think that's changed as soon as I saw Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, if he's doing it, I'm gonna do it as well. But
Bro,
again,
I'm not doing it. But I must admit though, my work computer that I have, it has like
yeah.
a shutter that you could actually slide over the camera. So I
Uh-huh.
do put that on, to be honest. So
So
if
there
the
you go.
fact that
You
the
are doing it, but the mic is still on though. So the mic,
correct, my mic is actually connected right now, so hopefully they
one,
don't hear what I'm
yeah,
saying.
one thing that I was gonna say that could potentially be a reason why you might be affected
Hmm.
is if, let's say, your goal is to become some sort of a politician or maybe government related, you know, position or whatever.
Yeah.
At that point, if they're recording right now, first of all, I don't even know if they're recording, and in this case, they're saving, because that's way too
Hmm.
much content, right? So I don't know where they got, where they can save that, because
Bro,
you're
it's
also
the
gonna have,
government. They must can do anything. Like, look in
yeah,
Serb
but like,
for
you
right
gotta
now.
have to have a lot of money for servers and shit. I don't know. Maybe production can chime in on this because he probably knows more. But that's my mindset of it. So if they are saving, then that potentially could be something that could be used against you at some point.
Yeah. In the same case of like maybe Twitter or Instagram where you tweet
Hmm.
something.
Hmm.
Like, I
Yeah, there
mean,
you go.
as
See,
of recording
100%.
this,
Yeah,
I was going to say, as of recording this, actually, there's this person called Chrissy Teigan. Do you know who
yeah.
that is?
No, no.
John Legend's wife.
John
So
Legend. I know John
yeah,
Legend, but
the
I don't know
singer,
that.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just her wife, his wife.
Okay.
So long story short, she tweets a lot of shit every day. Says a
Oh
lot of mean stuff
no.
to Donald Trump and everything. So she has a following. So
Yeah.
everyone is like cool with her because she's like tweeting like nice
Oh,
shit
I know
and like
John Legend now.
relatable
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
And what ended up happening,
Yeah.
they went back in her tweets,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
somebody did, and they found like a tweet maybe like 10 years ago or 11 years ago or whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah.
and she was tweeting some like pedo shit. No, no,
Really?
I'm dead serious. There is like it's a big thing
Pedo
right now.
shit? What did she
Correct, and
say?
I don't even want to get into that. But
No?
whoever's
Okay.
listening, research it on your own. But she went into some pedo shit, and what ended up happening was she had to private her account,
Yeah.
so no one can actually. I guess anyone that's not following her can't see
How old
what
was
the
she when
what.
she was making these comments?
So okay, I'm going to read it guess because we should have some information on it.
No, 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 no.
John
Don't read
Legend.
it out. I think we'll skip over that, but just kind of
No, no, no. I can tell you her age right now is probably like
she's
30 to
34 right
33.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe when she said it, she was 20, but like she
Oh, so
was
she was still kind of like not that young, but like old
she was
enough, I
off
guess.
age, but is what she was talking about. Like the topic she was referring to is like definitely follow like 100%. Like I would never even say that out of my mouth.
Oh yeah, really?
But
Wow. Okay. So
yeah.
I've
Mm,
never seen this before, but I'll definitely look into
mhm.
it. We'll
Oh
talk
yeah,
about it after.
and what ended up happening is, as I said, she ended up privating her Twitter
Hmm.
account, so no one
Hmm.
that's not following her can see what she did.
Yeah.
And she either paid or went through manually and deleted maybe over some amount of tweets. So maybe like
Yeah.
2,000, 3,000 tweets or whatever that she mentioned.
2,000 tweets of the same thing that we're talking about?
No, no, no. It's like I guess.
6,000 tweets. Holy
Oh,
crap.
you're reading it right now, right?
I'm seeing on Google, yeah, he deleted
Yeah,
apparently
6,000
6,000.
tweets. But it wasn't 6,000 tweets of something about
Yeah.
that topic,
Oh,
but I
okay,
guess
okay, okay, okay,
6,000
I
tweets
see.
that can
All
be, I guess,
together.
yeah,
Oh,
controversial
okay,
that
I
could
see, I
cause
see.
shit to her. But it
Damn,
was
that's a
definitely
lot of
one tweet
tweets.
specific that was going over the internet yesterday about it.
Hmm. Okay, okay.
So
So,
I guess whoever's listening, just know
well,
that it's a free country wherever you are, US, Canada, or any first world country, but there are consequences. So like, just keep that in mind.
for sure, for sure. And even when you were just explaining about Twitter and apparently how we can go back 10 years from now, like so 10 years the Twitter has your shit saved, right? So there's no deleting that. And
Yeah, there's
obviously
no
people
delete.
can
Just like Reddit or
exactly,
Instagram,
yeah.
all of those like blogs or archives, that it's there sitting down unless you deleting it from yourself.
Yeah, yeah. So again, they can. It looks like they can actually save. I'm reading one of her tweets. Sorry.
Oh, you said it right. You see it right now.
No, 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 no. I'm reading one of her funny tweets. So she's like, I don't know if I can read it out, but it's a funny one. It's not that. I just on
Okay, yeah,
Google.
you can read it. Yeah, what she said.
Yeah, she's like, "Lol, what a pussy ass bitch. Tagged everyone but me. An honor,
Uh,
Mr. President."
oh, Donald Trump. Yeah, yeah, I saw that was like a big thing as well. So that's the thing. She's cool. Like people like follow her because of like shit like
Yeah, yeah,
that.
she's human. I mean, as for
Mm.
humans go, we do stupid shit. So I hope it's not that bad. I haven't seen exactly what she did, but we'll go through it. We'll see. Oh, they actually popped it up on Ellen. To be honest with you, what a
See?
pussy ass bitch. She's talking about Trump, eh?
Yeah, so that's why I guess she has a lot of followers because she always say like all this shit to Trump and that no one
Trump's,
would
yeah.
really say.
It does
So that's
another
why.
one. It's like Trump's like it's a very sad that Republicans, even some that were carried over the line on the back, do very
Mm.
little to protect the president. And then she replied, "Lol, no one likes you." She's very, very, I
Feisty.
guess, yeah. I'm gonna send a
Like
blender DM me your address. What the hell?
this guy's going off track now.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, my
No, no,
apologies,
no, it's
my
all good.
bad.
It's
I
just
was
funny.
actually
That's
looking for
why.
those tweets. Yeah, I'm interested
Yeah.
now.
I could probably find it in a minute right now. It doesn't take me that long to do.
Whatever, we'll talk about it after. But coming back to the topic of, I guess, TikTok ban and the Huawei ban or whatever,
Hmm.
Canada is a bit late onto it, and I think they're obviously still investigating and seeing, if it is a natural ban or
Hmm.
something that requires a ban. But yeah, we'll leave it up to our boy,
The government.
our boy
Our boy.
Trudeau.
This. Oh, Trudeau. I thought you meant Trump. I was like, yeah,
Our
he's not my
boy,
boy
our daddy
whatsoever.
Trudeau. We'll leave it up to him. See who decides exactly what the next steps, and obviously, based off that, we'll continue. So, I mean, U.S. has banned him partially, obviously, not fully, because again, I think it's only in the army, I believe. India is looking to ban him, and I think even Europe maybe is looking as well. But
UK for sure. I don't think they did a full ban on them, but India, yep, and US did some tariffs ban, not on
man, like
everything.
yo, China's. I don't want to talk
Mm.
about this topic because it's probably like very, I don't know,
Stereotypical.
grim. Not grim. No, 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 not stereotypical, but like it's kind of sad. And we want to keep it kind of upbeat with our
Yeah,
perspectives.
true.
But they have a bit of an issue going on with like the Uyghur Muslims and concentration camps, and apparently how they fall under the what's it called? Example of a genocide. But again,
Hmm.
they're doing quite a lot of shit, especially even with the Hong Kong situation that's going on.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we'll leave that for our viewers, our listeners, to go ahead and kind of do their own research. So, you know, I think, yeah, yeah, we'll leave it at that. We'll just talk about the TikTok. Let's go ahead and talk about some other stuff. So that was the TikTok and the Huawei. We'll talk about, if you want to, just a little bit about the Dr. Disrespect ban. So he's also kind of gone
Oh yeah, for sure.
circling around the news on both Twitter, YouTube,
And
Twitch.
that's the thing. I have no idea who this guy is. I keep
So
seeing
he's,
clips of him on
yeah,
Twitter before,
yeah.
and I get to realize that he got banned. But I guess the big thing is no one knows why he really got banned. But
Correct. That's basically what a lot of people are speculating on right now. So a lot of people are just saying different shit that maybe it could have been law related, maybe it could have been money
mhm.
laundering, maybe it could have been some sketchy business shit that's going on in the background. No one knows
Did he
yet.
get banned from what? Twitch, right? That's where he got
He
banned from.
got permanently banned from Twitch. Yeah, so he was a Twitch personality. He
Hmm.
was one of the main Twitch guys. That if you ever go on Twitch, you would see his face around like maybe I don't know fifth or sixth, maybe
Hmm.
actually lower than that. But again, he was one of the guys that got a lot of views. So he's been on Twitch. I have no idea for more than 10 years. I think I'm pretty sure. But he got permanently banned. Quick time. And on top of that, a lot of people who were what's it called subscribed to him,
Yeah.
they got their money back. So it was something that kind of shook a lot of people that hey, what the hell what's going on? Because a lot of times you typically get just a soft ban for a day or two, and then it
And
gets
you
like
come back,
escalated to
yeah.
like a week or two maybe.
Like you get a strike or some shit like that.
Exactly,
YouTube will do,
exactly.
yeah.
First strike, then bans. Yeah, there you go. So and then
Hmm.
from there on a permanent ban. But this guy just automatically got cut. He
So
got
no
he
one
got the
knows what he did.
sliced
Like
off.
there's nothing that
No one
comes came
knows. No
out.
one. And apparently, as per his tweets and his information, he also doesn't know. But
Nah,
obviously,
that
people are
motherfucker
speculating
knows
that
for
he
sure.
does know.
He for sure
Sorry.
knows what the fuck he does.
Correct. He may have an idea, but I don't know the
Hmm.
whole story of it. But so he got banned. We're not exactly sure what's going on. And in this case, I think that the latest news was that apparently he updated his Twitter bio to include YouTube. So people are speculating that he might be a
He
YouTube
switched over to YouTube.
streamer now.
Mm.
But It's
Which one makes
basic.
more money, Twitch or YouTube? Do you know? Or
They're
I would
both.
think,
They're both. I mean, they're both streaming type of services. Because
yeah.
YouTube, besides the videos, it also has a streaming service. And in this case, I think it's the same exact thing. I don't know about the money behind it, to how much he gets from like Twitch or YouTube, but typically, donations is I think the main chunk of getting, I guess, revenue. So he would get
Yeah,
donated.
I guess you're right because it's
Yeah.
easier to donate in Twitch than YouTube. I have no idea,
No,
but I
I
would
think
assume
it's the
there is an
same thing. I
option.
think it's probably easier on YouTube. I'm not quite sure. That's just me,
I didn't even know you could tip on YouTube. I didn't know
guessing.
that was a thing.
Yeah. But I was gonna say something. Hold on.
Hmm.
Cause he had a huge following, right? So I think a lot of those guys that still want to kind of watch him or whatever, then they definitely will go ahead and go follow him on YouTube, especially on the fact that if he's not gonna tell anyone what the reason behind his ban was, and if he
Yeah.
does get unbanned, a lot of people are curious, especially us. We're probably gonna go and watch it and then come talk about it in zero creds. So that's probably what they're gonna do. He's gonna pop off right in the first day, and in this case, get a lot of viewers, not just his average fans that were already there, but also
Hmm.
newer fans to kind of understand who is this guy, what did he do, why is he here, and so on and so forth.
So what's the word on the street? Like, what do you think he really
So
got
far,
banned
he's
for
still
based on what people
banned.
say?
I can't say. I don't follow him myself either as much. I've
Oh, okay,
watched him.
okay.
He's a pretty funny dude, but I can't really comment on exactly why and whatnot. His ban is pretty huge the way it's
Hmm.
done, but again, because Twitch is making it clear that they don't want any sort of connection with him. So that's why it's
It
getting.
must be something like derogatory he had said, or something like racial
No,
or
no, no. I
pedo-ish, or.
mean, no, but that would just be a ban because people have gotten banned for that, but just a ban, nothing else along that.
So
They
what
were
is he? I thought he got a ban. Like, what is
no,
it?
he got a permanent ban, not just a ban.
Oh, okay. So it's like a different type of.
You
Okay,
can
it's
you
different
can be
levels of
banned
this
for a
ban you're
couple of
talking
days
about.
for that type of situation. Or rather, I take it back. Hold on. So Twitch has actually updated their laws,
Hmm.
their what do they call it? Agreements, service agreements. So potentially
Hmm.
maybe that could be one of them. But again, typically I've noticed that if you show nudity by accident, if you say something stupid, if you say something racist, definitely they're gonna ban you, but only for like a couple of weeks
So
maybe.
basically, suspend you then instead of
So,
ban.
there you go. I guess maybe
Okay.
my terminology was incorrect, but there you go. Suspend, and then you come back, you reform, and then that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because one of the other guys, if you know Tyler One, he was also no, never mind. I take it back. Sorry, that's League of Legends. Never mind.
No, no clue.
I was gonna mix two different subjects. Yeah. So that's Dr. Disrespect. Any questions on it, by the way? Anything that I can maybe answer?
No, nothing. I mean, the only thing I could think about when it comes to like something that significant or something that straightforward is like
Mm.
something racially said, something,
It could
pedo-ish
be.
as I
It could be
said.
definitely. Maybe because of their service agreement update. Potentially
Hmm.
that's something that maybe that they don't want to go ahead. They want to make it really strict so that
Yeah,
anything that does
just
happen, they don't want their name to be tarnished. So that's why
and
they
they
may
want to
let it
make an
go. But
example out
again,
of him because probably they
yeah.
had like a bad relationship behind the scene, and they're just making an example out of him because
Co- no, no. I mean
there is a
that goes into
similar.
conspiracy.
No, I'm just saying, that's what I'm thinking as it speaks
It
because
could be. It could be. But your guess is as good as mine. So
like similar to that story, as of also 2 days ago or yesterday,
yeah.
do you know who's Nick Cannon or Wildin'
Oh
Out this
yeah,
the.
yeah, 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 yeah. He did
Yeah, so
something.
he got fired from Viacom, which is like the network that hosts Wildin' Out,
Isn't
and
Viacom like? Don't they own everything? Was
yeah,
it
like
Viacom?
VH1, MTV. I don't know if they own BET, but like
Yeah.
that's the parent company that owns all those stuff.
Okay, okay, okay.
And he got banned, or well, he got fired from his own show, which is Wild 'N Out, which I guess has been going on for ever since, like maybe over 10 years.
Wow,
And the
geez,
reason
that's
why is
his.
because
Oh yeah, yeah.
he said some I guess it's racist stuff, but like it's when
I
black
saw
people
that.
like
Yeah.
fight out against like white people, for example, we wouldn't really call it racist, but I guess
I
it's
mean,
quote unquote that it is racist because it's black and
I
white kind of
watched
thing.
it. I
Hmm.
watched his video. I didn't watch it enough.
I didn't watch
Now,
it, to be honest.
I kind of stopped midway because he was just talking about melanin. I have no idea, what that is and what his idea behind that was. But
Hmm.
I read the news, and in this case, he was talking. I guess what they mentioned was something that, what did they quote?
Yeah,
I forgot what they
like
said.
what's funny though is like of course I don't wish for anyone to get fired, but like
Sure, sure.
you can't just go around and say shit without thinking that there's no
Consequences for
repercussions. Yeah,
sure.
consequences. Yeah,
100%.
exactly what
Yeah.
I said earlier.
Hmm.
So he has the right to say whatever he wants, but like they could do it because it's their network, so they don't want that
100%,
representation to
definitely do
have.
agree. Yeah, exactly. And when it comes to like business, because business typically itself is a culture, and I've just
Yeah,
figured that out myself. With business, you have to be a certain type. You can't bring your own past, your own culture, whatever. It's either that or nothing. And in this case,
exactly,
he can't speak his own mind because of business protocol, and obviously it went against that, and that's why he got fired.
exactly.
Wow, holy
So
crap, that's
that's
a
the
revelation for me right there. Business is its own culture. God damn.
So so that's the learning point about this story is like if you're going to say anything reckless, just know that there is consequences
100%, yeah.
and whatever business you
If
have
you're going
or
to business, so here, this is another reason why I guess the whole TikTok thing comes into play, right? So if you
Mhm.
said anything like in Twitter about 10 years ago, because apparently now people are pulling out shit from 35 years ago, right? So people are getting booked for stuff that they've
Cancel
done for.
culture. You remember we said that earlier when we were talking about that
Correct, yeah. So
same shit.
definitely we got to be careful, even in our podcast right now. So we got to be
Yeah,
careful,
of
what we
course,
say.
100%.
We never know exactly what's going on in the future and what to expect. So yeah.
All right.
That's that. Zero credit might be going down quick, depending on the comments, man.
Hopefully we
But
make some money. We need to shout out like Barstools or one of those like parent companies so we can sell this company real quick before we get fucked.
that's our private talk, so we'll go ahead and continue with that just a
True.
bit. But that's Doctor Disrespect, so I guess that's that topic on that. So pretty good talk. I actually learned quite a lot about what we just talked about right now, and hopefully, obviously, the listeners did as well. Our
Yeah, for sure,
yeah.
100%.
What's the next topic right now? You want to talk about Warzone? You want to take some questions? Up to you.
Your call is getting late, so I mean we could probably wrap it up. I don't mind talking about Warzone because the only thing that I really wanted to touch on it was
Hmm.
that it was getting boring. Like
Was it? Is
I
it?
know when it first came out, it was like something that I used to play a lot, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
but nowadays it's like,
I think it's because we're kind of like in the stuck kind of like in a limbo. We thought, to
mhm.
be honest with you, that season four was gonna be that season that's gonna have like all these changes and whatnot,
Yeah, like a
which
different map
is
change or some different dynamic. But they
100%, yeah.
mentioned like
Which is
Juggernaut or whatever the
basically
fuck
what's
that
gonna
is.
keep our attention connected, and that's how we're gonna continue with it. But ultimately that wasn't the case. So I think once season five hits, or maybe even like kind of late season four, potentially there
Hmm.
might be some new changes. In this case, we might find it interesting again. I actually I like it pretty much still. I love going into it every now and then, picking up a new gun, because I think last episode I talked about how the Bruin was like freaking crazy. I used the Gra. The Gra was so
Hmm.
bad. I hate it right now. It's
I
steady.
use it. I
It's
use a Growl now, but I've been watching a lot of people using the Bruin
The
more
Bruin, the Bruin is
frequently. Yeah.
so freaking nice, but it's so slow. It's so slow to run with. It's so slow to kind of aim with. It's just like kind of, it's very. What's the word I'm looking for? There's a specific word I'm looking for. I don't know about it, but it's very slow.
Hmm.
Let's just put it at
I don't know
that.
what you're looking for, but would you consider the Bruin as like the Growl before it got nerfed? Like, would you consider it the same level?
I think so. No, well, Gra I think was just like fucking god level type of range. I don't think the Bruin
Yeah.
has that. Because the Gra was still in a sense, it wasn't strong. It was never strong, right? Compared to like say the
Hmm.
M4.
Yeah.
And the Bruin is definitely stronger. But range wise, I don't think it has that. I haven't used it as much, so I can't comment 100%. But again, range wise, I don't think it could ever come closer to what the Gra was. But damage
True.
wise, my God, it kills everything. It just
Yeah,
melts
because I
people.
I guess because it's a LMG at the end of the day, so it does have more
That's
damage than
that
anything
exactly.
else.
That's one portion of it, and I think again maybe they might nerf it. They probably are gonna nerf like the aim down sight or maybe the speed,
Hmm.
so they get slower, and a lot of people don't like it. But like you mentioned, it's an LMG, so definitely I do agree. Yeah, and the
All right, cool.
Rytech, the what do they call it? The Barrett 50 cal, the explosive bullets. That's just
Oh yeah,
crazy,
that gun
man.
is I think that gun is garbage, but like,
No,
well, then
man,
again, I haven't
that gun
unlocked it,
is
so maybe that's why I have that opinion.
scary. What are you talking about? I got hit by it. I got hit by it. I got a hit marker, so it
Uh-huh.
chunked me down to like say like I don't know, not one health, but
You
like a
don't.
little bit of health remaining. But I was still
Uh-huh.
burning. I'm like, what the hell is burning me?
Oh, because that has the explosive bullets, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
crazy. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm still losing health because of that. But apparently, it's really strong on vehicles because again, explosive bullets
Yeah,
so probably
like
does more
two
damage.
shots and the vehicle is like probably disabled. Yeah.
Hmm. Coming back to it again, they're doing a lot of things. I think the recent update that we got was that they apparently removed the bunker numbers. So typically it would have bunker 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 11.
Hmm.
They remove those. So again, they're updating it. They're making changes. I think sometime soon we'll have some sort of an update that might actually get us interested again. Especially, I think they're delaying it because of COD 2020. So because of COD,
Probably. I mean, I would hope they do another update before, I guess, early August, and the last update at the end of September or
typically
October
that's
when the
that's when their
new.
their season ends anyways. Their what do they call it? The battle pass. So
Oh, really? Okay, I
that's
didn't know
that's
that
when
was
you should
okay.
expect it. Yeah, whenever the battle pass ends, that's when the next season end starts.
Okay.
Yeah, but I saw one other just as a last comment. I'm not gonna talk about it as much because I'm not sure about it. I haven't read up on it. But if
Hmm.
you go to vg247.com, the website, it
Yeah.
mentions that apparently Call of Duty 2020 pops up on Microsoft Store under the name Red Door. So
What
there's
does that
a
mean?
I have no idea. This is something that I don't have much information on, but apparently the Red Door is somehow it's a game I think, or it might be a disguise to disguise Call of Duty Black Ops, Cold War. So
Can I make a funny story?
go ahead.
I remember when I was younger once, and my
Yeah,
friend went on a date, and I went on with the date with him. It was like two of us, I guess, with the one girl, which is kind of weird.
you were
But
third wheeling.
yeah, I was third wheeling, yeah, and she was like an older person. We were like maybe 19, 20, and she was like maybe 20, 29.
She was a MILF.
No, wait, this is what she said, and I didn't get this joke. I didn't get what she said until maybe 2 years later.
Yeah.
She said, "When the road is red, you take the dirty road."
Oh,
I didn't.
okay.
I just for
I
some reason remember that when you said the red door just now.
with a red door. What a guy! This guy just branched off to someone totally different. I've
Far
heard that
left
too.
just
I've
now. I'm
heard that too.
sorry, but that's what I
Yeah,
just
if the
thought
road
about
is
just
red,
now.
take the side or whatever.
Do you know what that means, though, right?
I know what that means. Yeah, I know what
Okay, I
that
didn't know what
means.
it means
But
until like maybe 3 years later. So I was like, so
don't
stupid.
explain it, fam. Let these people be confused like you were for 2 years.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's the Call of Duty Warzone. Again, I love the game, especially on the fact that I'm playing with buddies and cousins or whoever.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. When you play consistently with your friends all the time, yeah.
That's
For
when
me,
it's most
I do
fun.
play
But
with my friends most of the time, but like we do switch it up like with who we play with. So
hmm
it's normally like maybe 10 of us, and whoever comes first, gets in. So some people would
wow,
prefer
yeah,
to
it
play with someone
sucks, man.
else.
It sucks when you have more
Yeah,
people, especially like an odd number like five, but because the
yeah,
the maximum number is like quads, four, and then that one person just gets left out. It's kind of sad, but
exactly. Because sometimes I even
sometimes.
just join like the PSN party and just watch them on Twitch and just talk, which I guess I don't
Oh,
mind
okay,
because
okay, that's
sometimes I'd
not
be
bad.
like
That's not
talk
bad. Yeah,
because I could see what they're doing and like chime in sometimes, but
correct. Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
that's
mind
pretty
not playing
cool.
that often.
Okay.
That's the thing, yeah.
Okay, very nice.
Hmm.
There was one more topic that actually we could have talked about, the
Hmm.
Twitter hack, but
Oh yeah, yeah,
we'll leave that for next time. I think we still
yeah,
need
for
more
sure. Because it
information
just
on
happened
that.
yesterday, so we'd already have. I don't really have
Exactly,
any more. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
We
That
could
should have
go
fallen
off
under the whole fucking
on other
Huawei
topic.
or
Definitely, yeah. Sorry, you're
the
cutting off a
TikTok.
lot, by the way.
Oh no, no, I was saying that could fall under the whole Huawei and TikTok ban because who knows who's really
Correct.
behind
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
read on
But
The
again,
Verge that it's potentially Russians, but who
mhm.
knows?
Russians. It's always the Russians, yeah.
I'm just retelling what I read, man.
We'll talk about it next time. But this was episode what 7.
Yeah,
Um, I guess we'll call it a day for now. We'll talk about
yeah,
it
we
next
could do
time.
that.
We
We
can
could just
get
call it a
more
day.
information next time. We're good to
Yeah.
go. All right. Cool. See you next episode. Take care.
All right, cool. Peace.
Bye.